Xbox One Scorpio. More like Xbox in Pinocchio.
I got nothing. I'm not so good with the rhyming. Not really.
Console that hasn't even been announced what the specs are besides teraflops, and everyone's acting like it's the upcoming return of Jesus Christ himself. That's why we're talking about the Xbox Scorpio today. But Castaway, why are you kicking the shit out of a console that hasn't even released it? Well, that's a good damn question. I'm not kicking anything out of the console, mostly, but anyway, I'm just kicking out the hype around a console that hasn't been, well, officially announced what it's gonna be besides 6 teraflops. But Castaway, 6 teraflops is more than the PS4 and Xbox One. Yes, but that's a good thing. But you know how it has 9 teraflops? An R9 Fury X. We'll get into more of that later. Hello everybody, it's Castaway here, coming at you with a video based off of the Xbox Scorpio hype and how it's bullshit. And let me explain why you shouldn't even be hopping onto this train yet before it even left the station. Number one, the whole idea that it will be able to kick the ass of a 4K gaming PC. No, I don't think so. That's a dumb idea because there isn't a single GPU out there that can do 4K 60 FPS on any game. Not any. You can do 4K 60 FPS on a lot of games, but on games like The Witcher 3 and other things like that, there are no single GPUs that can do that yet. You know, two R9 380Xs can't do 4K gaming on Witcher 3. That's just impossible. A GTX 1080 is not even able to do 4K 60 FPS gaming on Titanfall 2 Ultra settings with anti-aliasing on. The idea that it's going to kick the ass of any gaming PC is dumb. You know, just because it got a bigger amount of teraflops. And teraflops don't mean anything. Let's put this into perspective. A last-gen graphics card, an R9 Fury X, which was AMD's high-end graphics card, has 9 teraflops, and it can't do 4K 60 FPS ultra settings. Put that into perspective, you know. The GTX 1080 has I think 7 teraflops, I think it was like that. It has less, but it can't, well, no. The 980 Ti can do better than that. It has less teraflops, and it can do better. See, teraflops don't mean anything. To all the gamers that say, teraflops, everything is better with teraflops. No, it's kind of not. How about you do your own research before saying anything? In fact, you know, if people were to actually do research before doing things, that would kind of erase Crap Gamer, JTech TV, Iron Wolf, all these, I'm gonna say it, peasant channels. I don't say that word often. I like console gamers. I game on my Xbox and PC. But people like Crap Gamer and Mooch and Iron Wolf and JTech TV, these people that just make up lies, spread misinformation, and what NoobTube Gamer used to be, I mean Console King, you know, he doesn't do that shit anymore, which I'm glad. You know, he's actually in it just for gaming. But back then, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. That is first class peasantry. The myth about price, it won't be cheaper than a gaming PC. Hey! Everyone's favorite myth, right? You know, consoles can be cheaper than a gaming PC. Yeah, that was true until, let's say, about, I don't know, last year or so. Or maybe 2 years. I mean, 3 years. Really, because it's ironic. All of a sudden, gaming PCs have gotten cheaper and easier to do. 1080p, which is still the standard, is a lot cheaper. You just get a computer off of eBay, and then just, you know, for like $50. In fact, I'll have a video in the description by Review Tech USA, who did a $250 PC build, which is pretty good. It's basically an Xbox One for $250, you know. But anyways, moving on. There's no way a 4K gaming machine is going to be cheaper than a PC, because really, right now, there's no gaming PC that does 4K and is cheap. Here are the things you might need to do. Sorry, I had to move my mic rest a little bit. Here are some of the things you need to do 4K 60 FPS max setting anti-aliasing on. This is not. Oh my god, my dog. Hey, dog. Hi. Sorry, dog interrupted. I talk now, that dog no interrupt. Let's see. You would probably need a high-end processor, so then you have, let's say, an i5 7600K or an i7 6700K, something along the lines of that, which would just be $300. And let's also say that you will need a pretty kick-ass GPU, or two of them. Dual 980 Ti's seems to do the trick, saying that you get like, let's say 60 FPS in there, but say a 980 Ti is $400. Two of them, that's $800 right there. Or you can just go all out, get yourself a Titan, which is $1,000. Yeah, even a lot of console gamers know what a Titan is, and I think that has like, let's say, 10 teraflops right there. No, it has 12 teraflops, and the 1080 Ti, which is coming out, which will probably be on the same level as a Titan and cost less, will have 10 teraflops. Yeah, and put this into perspective. The only true solution for 4K, really, the cheapest solution for 4K max settings anti-aliasing of 2017 is a Titan. And a Titan it has double the Xbox One Scorpio's teraflop level. And if we're going by that, that must mean that the Xbox Scorpio is obsolete, if we're going by your logic. Okay, crap gamer. Okay, Mooch. Okay, Iron Wolf Gaming. Okay, Supersonic Wolf. If you think teraflops mean anything, then how come 6 teraflop GPUs, like, I don't know, the RX 470 can barely do 4K low settings under 60 FPS. The Xbox One Scorpio is going to be a GTX 970 overclocked. Let's say the PS4 Pro, 4 teraflops, 4.4. And really what that is just a GTX 960 overclocked. I'm sorry if I'm sounding rude. I don't mean to sound rude. This is actually legitimately upsetting me, and I sound aggressive when I'm passionate about gaming. It's like my only thing I'm good at besides golf, and I'm kind of mediocre at golf, just like Bill Clinton, watch this drive type shit, like stuff, which I don't know what I'm even saying anymore. Really, I don't even make scripts. I don't make bullet points. I just think of something and do it. I'm pretty impulsive, yet I'm not impulsive when it comes to real life. But anyway, moving on. So to be blunt, as blunt as Negan hitting Glenn in the head with a baseball bat, the Xbox One Scorpio is gonna be expensive. It's all cracked up to what it's supposed to be. Put it all into perspective. It's not gonna be that powerful in other ways because, it's gonna have Xbox One games on there. Kind of shot itself in the Achilles tendon there, now didn't it? Which is bad because the games like Scalebound were canceled because the Xbox One couldn't handle it. I'll put a clip from Retech USA's video about it explaining why.
I heard rumors about this for a while. I know the game's been delayed and so on and so forth. Is that they just couldn't get it to run well on the Xbox One. Okay, and that's not a shot at the Xbox One because the base PS4 isn't that much more powerful, but they just couldn't get it to run right. I guess their ambitions for Scalebound, which was an idea they had pretty much since the inception of Platinum Games when it was first established, and then Scalebound was funny, went on the back burner and they worked on Bayonetta, and then they went back to Scalebound, and then it became a Microsoft. They partnered up with Microsoft, and it became a Microsoft platform exclusive, but they just couldn't get it to run right. That's what I hear, and they were working their asses off on the game, and then some of the team over at Platinum Games, they took a month off because they were just fried and all this other stuff, and it wasn't becoming the game they wanted it to become. And that's really interesting to hear that here's this game you showed off at multiple E3s, and people were banking on this game for 2017. There were some people I even saw on Twitter said that was like they were the most hype for Scalebound out of any other game for 2017, and you said, yep, we're pulling the plug.
I gotta cite my sources now, don't I? Also, you're gonna need that Xbox Live membership, because, that's not actually going to the servers, we just want more money. But honestly, that's it for now, really. I'm gonna probably have another funny moments coming up, and it's probably gonna be about Battlefield 1, because I've had this amazing thumbnail that I've been wanting to use for Battlefield 1 for such a long time. It's this work of art called the Dank Tank, and really it's pretty dank. What I did is I had nothing else to do in computer science, and really I kind of just made that in 10 minutes, It's pretty good. Belongs in the Louvre. But anyways, it's almost 10 minutes, and if I were a greedy YouTuber, I would, put 3 ads on this. So anyways, you guys have a nice day. Subscribe, like, and yes, 10 minutes.